Good morning. Welcome to our 10:30 kids story time. This is the very last Mexican hat that I've got. I forgot to put my hat on yesterday. I was going to wear this yesterday and forgot to put my hat on. And so I'm going to scrounge up some other hats somewhere. I'm down to the last Mexican hat. We're looking at a couple verses in Proverbs chapter number 6 this morning. I was outside this morning and washed the truck up, and while I was doing all that, I noticed a couple different kinds of ants outside. There's a little tiny ant. I mean, he was pretty small. And then there was a great big black ant. And I know that the black ant, he's really a carpenter ant. And I have got little traps set all around. Those carpenter ants have gotten into our house just a little bit. And so I have declared war on them. And I can find one most anywhere. Once in a while I find a carpenter ant. So I may have to do some research and try to figure out how to get rid of the carpenter ants outside too, because I see them out there. And I know I burn wood, and so the firewood attracts ants. But then that little tiny ant, he's a little ant, and when I was a kid, those ants, I'm sure they have a real name, but we called them pea ants. Pea ants. I don't know where that came from, but we called them pea ants. And I noticed, a long time ago, I thought they were small, but there's another kind of ant that's really small. Well, first time I saw them, I was just shocked. I mean, they're not even a 16th of an inch long, and they've got a head and a body and legs, 6 legs. Scientists say there are. Would you like to make a guess how many different kind of ants there are? There are little pea ants. There are little ants smaller than the pea ant. There's carpenter ants, regular black ant. There's a fire ant. There's a red ant. I know of a leaf-cutting ant. That's 5 or 6. You want to make a guess as to how many there are? Scientists say there are over 22,000 different kinds of ants. 22,000. I bet you weren't guessing anywhere near that. Wow. God sure did make a lot of different kinds of ants. And then have you ever thought about how strong an ant is? Maybe you've seen ants carrying a dead bug or something. An ant can carry something that's at least 10 times his weight, and some ants can carry something 20 times as heavy. And maybe you don't understand what that really looks like, but if I were to pick up something 20 times heavier than me, that means I could walk outside here and pick up a small truck and put it on my shoulders and just walk away with it. Wow. That'd be quite a feat if I could do that. Pick up a car or a truck and just walk around with it. I've never seen anybody do that other than pick up matchbox cars and things like that. You could pick up a truck. But 20 times. And so what does God say? I've told you many times, God's got something to say about everything. Well, here are some verses about the ants. Proverbs 6:6 says, "Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways, and be wise, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer, and gathereth her food in the harvest." You see, we're challenged by God's word to consider the way the ant works. The ant doesn't really have a boss, but boy, all those ants, they work as a team. It'd be a good thing for your family to work as a team. If you were going to get up, and today is Saturday, maybe your dad, your mom, somebody said, "Hey, we're going to clean the garage out." It'd be good to do that as a family. And everybody chip in and do their part. Somebody sweep, somebody hold the dustpan, somebody organize the boxes, somebody carry out the trash. And guess what? If you work together as a team, the job gets done quicker. So the ant, it says, go to the ant, thou sluggard. See, the sluggard is somebody that doesn't want to do any work. He just lays around. And that'd be terrible if everybody in your family was working, cleaning the garage, and you laid on the couch, eating a candy bar and watching cartoons while everybody else was working. See, that would be a sluggard. You've seen a slug, a snail, he barely moves. And so God says, consider the ant. Consider her ways and be wise. Look at the way we've all seen ants. I mean, they are working. Anytime you see an ant, I've yet to see an ant laying on his back with his front legs behind his head, pretending to be sunning himself out, with a little towel. Ants don't do that. They don't lay around. They work. And so that's my challenge for you today. Find some work. And if nothing else, maybe you just get up on your own. Maybe no one else is doing anything, and you say, I'm going to be like an ant today. And you go out, and you take the vacuum cleaner, and maybe you vacuum out the vehicle. Oh, my goodness. Your mom or your dad, they come out. What do you do? Oh, I'm working. I'm vacuuming out the vehicle. I know there's some dirt there, and I want to help clean it up. My. Your parents, man, they'll feel like, what's happened? Someone has kidnapped my son or my daughter, and they've given me a substitute. Because maybe they're not used to working like that. Maybe you need to start something new, and every day you find a little job to do. Be like an ant. Go to the ant. Consider her ways, and be wise. There's nothing wrong with working. Working, that's a good thing. Have a good day.